Hey, this is Gurmit Kombat. Today I want to talk about what President Trump has done for the US economy. What President Trump has done for the US economy. What has he done since he's been in power for the US economy? Well, forget about all the job numbers and all the other numbers that they're throwing out there. Let's look what he's done on the currency side. He's done the exact same thing that every president since Richard Nixon in the early 1970s has done. And that is he's allowed the constant creation of dollar bills backed by nothing. He's allowed the Federal Reserve Bank to go unregulated, unaudited, and to remain a private institution, answerable to nobody, answerable not even to Congress. He's allowed that to continue to go ahead. And also, he's allowed the collapse of the dollar to happen at such a rapid pace. And how did that happen? Well, he's allowed the Federal Reserve to throw absolutely trillions of dollars into the currency supply since March. Yes, that's right. First and foremost, the first bailout by the US government was $2.3 trillion, I think. Then it went up to $3 trillion. And then he allowed the Fed to open up their book, and they can throw as much currency as they want at the system now. And this is not going to end up in a good place. In the short term, you're going to see a recovery. Let's just see what he's saying now in this article I'm looking at right now. And this article is dated the 7th of June 2020. And here we have Trump predicts US economy to recover by 2021. Fed chair economics disagree. So you've got the Federal Reserve chairman and economists, they disagree with what he's saying. Why is he saying that the economy is going to recover by 2021? Because this is his election year. He wants to save his own ass. He wants to save his own skin. President Donald Trump has predicted that the US economy will recover by 2021, citing new jobs data released by the Labor Department, which contains a misclassification error. Officials say the numbers are artificially low, and Federal Reserve Chairman Jerome Powell and several economists have voiced their concerns. Check that out. That's a real difference than what usually happens. You know, the government is always backed by the Fed, and the Fed is always backed by the government. The other way around. Trump thinks the US economy will recover next year. Next year is going to be one of the best years we've ever had economically. So first and foremost, they are throwing so much currency at the system, creating so much fiat currency, dollars, throwing trillions into the system. They're buying back stocks. They have put a freeze on mortgage payments to stop the housing markets collapsing, that they've created an artificial bubble within a bubble. That's what it is. And it's a Federal Reserve fueled bubble within a bubble. And that is going to stop the markets from crashing. That is going to stop everything from going under. It's going to keep everything sustained above. It's like having a balloon full of air, and then there's holes in the balloon, and air is constantly being let out, and they're continuously inflating the balloon. That is what that is happening here. And when that happens, you have a period of perceived prosperity. It's perceived because it seems like everything is okay, everything has recovered. I'll give you some examples when that happened. That happened in 2009, 2010, all the way up to the beginning of March this year. That's right. After the 2007, 2008, 2009 subprime mortgage crisis, the market should have tanked and crashed. Instead, they started quantitative easing, which in our everyday language is called counterfeiting of currency, right? They created currency out of thin air and started throwing it into the system. And this caused the markets a disproportionate amount of increase in value and prices of real estate and stocks, bonds, shares. Everything went up, and it's gone up constantly, and now it is crashed down because there's been a panic in the market, and there's going to be many, many more panics in the market. Currency creation is absolutely not the solution to keeping an economy afloat. Absolutely not. Markets have to go around in cycle. Everything is cyclical. Everything in nature, Everything is cyclical. You and I are cyclical. We came from nothing. We're going to end up in nothing, either in the ground or, like myself, cremated and thrown in a river. I'm not thrown, hopefully, scattered in a river. That would be a bit more nicer. But everything is cyclical, and these things have to go through cycles. And the prevention of that cycle occurring back in 2008, 2009 has brought us to this point, and now they are throwing this currency. So what has the President of the United States done for the economy? He's done nothing different to what all presidents have been doing since Nixon took the United States, which is the global reserve currency, off the gold standard. So since we've been off the gold standard, we've been in a fiat-based and a credit and debt society, and our currency has been backed by nothing. And now we are moving into an environment where all of our currency is turning into digital assets. And if they can manipulate the market when there's paper money involved, they have absolutely free reign to manipulate it when it's digital. Because back in the days, for them to create some trillions of dollars of this, it actually took effort, didn't it? They had to get hold of the paper, they had to get the ink, they had to print it, they had to pay for the electricity. How do they create money now? They don't physically create it, they just tap some numbers on a keyboard. Literally, there is somewhere in the United States, there is a computer sitting there where somebody says, I'm going to create $1 trillion, and they go 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. That's how they do it now. This is crazy, and this means we need to remove ourselves from this system. We need to remove ourselves because this has been on borrowed time for quite a while now. This has been on borrowed time. And this is the mainstream narrative. This is what these politicians are putting out there. Don't worry about it. The US economy is going to recover by 2021. Even though the Federal Reserve, the people who create these banknotes, even them, sorry, not the bottom one, the bottom one's a pound, the top one's a dollar, obviously you recognize it. But the people who create that, even they're saying, no, it's not going to happen. And they wanted this to happen anyway, but that's a different video I'll do on that. But even they're saying this, but the politician, this is the mainstream narrative you're going to get from people in power, that don't worry, everything is going to be okay. But I'm not putting fear out there, I'm just trying to prepare you for what is coming. And that financial shitstorm, when it comes, it's going to take people by surprise. Don't let it take you by surprise. Be prepared. Plan G yourself is what I say, and Plan G is my own plan that I use. You need to protect yourself, and you need to start with precious metals. I've got a masterclass coming, and it is called The Safest New Ways to Protect Yourself with Old Money. You need to check this out. This is a game changer. This is a lifesaver. Click on the link. I'm going to put it down below underneath this video and sign up for this masterclass. Stay safe, and I'll speak to you soon.